It's a letter that I wrote to myself. It's dated December 8th, 1941. I said, what is the meaning of war? Bloodshed, death, and destruction, they seem so far away. Have you ever been through a war? I haven't.
Every household didn't have a radio. It was like maybe within a block there may be 3 radios, and everybody would sort of gather, hunker down around the radio to hear what was going on. No television, of course, in those days.
Because December of that first semester was when Pearl Harbor was attacked.
Do you remember hearing the news?
Yes. I was Bancroft Library studying Sunday. And it was about 4:30 or 5 o'clock when I left. And in those days, you know, newspapers were sold by newsboys, you know, extra, extra. So I finished the spring semester, but then that next year, the federal government established a nursing program because they needed nurses to take care of the soldiers.
I heard on my car radio the announcer, women, do something for your country. Go to the Richmond shipyard and be a welder.
Everybody I knew, I mean, if you weren't working, it's because you didn't want to go to work.
Then when the war started, the shipyards were hiring, the defense plants were hiring, they'd take anybody and everybody, and all of a sudden people had money. They had, you know, disposable income.
I was 19.
Okay.
And I love people, and I love working, and yeah, I worked there 42. I was the first one hired and the last one fired.
And I said, yes, I want to be a welder. And she kind of looked at me and she said, we have a lot of jobs in the offices. And I said, no, I want to be a welder. They were asking for us to come and do that. It's an important job, so that's what I want to do.
So this man came to the house to talk to my sister, and he saw me walking around, and he says, well, how about you? I says, I can't go out there. He says, why not? I says, I'm too young. You had to be 18, I guess, to go out there, and I was 16 at the time. He says, no, you're not. He says, I'll take both of you. He says, you're 18, she's 19, you're on. So we went to work at Moffett.
The women had a tough time. We had to wear leather, total leather.
Oh, really?
And high boots. And but women, you know, they got a little gap here. Sparks would get in there and burn, burn, burn.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they just burn right through everything. They're molten metal, is what it is. You can imagine. It would burn a hole in whatever it hit. So my bras were a bunch of holes and burns there. The men didn't have that, the things that just fall on down because their shirts were straight, you know. So the women did have that disadvantage, and they didn't make them to fit women. They were men's. To climb around with all that extra weight on me. It was hard. I had a hard job.
Yeah.
I earned that extra money.
And then I used to put my name in under the B-17. They have panel, you know, for gun, for bullets, and camera. And then I used to write my name in the back, Eloise Lee. I give them my address, and then I got letter from a lot of people from Iceland.
From soldiers?
Yeah.
It was very competitive. The shifts were very competitive. I was the fastest on my ship because I was really fast, but the other shift, we were always trying to outdo each other. I mean, it didn't matter as far as the money. I mean, we just wanted to get these planes out, you know. So it was a very patriotic feeling.
To me, it was funny was when a foreman came and he said, you ladies have to stop working so fast because when the war ends, the men are coming back and they will get their jobs back, and they only do so many a day.
I was just one very small cog in a great big wheel, but I wouldn't have missed the experience for anything. I think it broadened my life because I met people I would never ever have met otherwise, and we did do good. We won the war.